Good afternoon from the French Alps. So something slightly different today. I'm on the Cormet de Roselend horse category climb between Bourg St Maurice and Beaufort. So I'm going to attack it from the Bourg St Maurice side. I'm actually staying up here tonight. I'm in the campsite just over my left shoulder in the tiny village of Chapieux, halfway up the climb. So I'm going to descend down into Bourg St Maurice, ride to the top, get back to here, and this is where I'm staying for the night. So this yellow marker here on the descent down into Bourg is where Johan Bruyneel went over the edge in the Tour de France. So this is the view. And he managed to get out of that unscathed. This is Bourg St Maurice, the start of the climb, which is just below me here. And Bourg can be best described as the end of the railway line, with the station just here. And we've got the classic climbs here. So obviously the Cormet de Roselend that I'm on. We've got the Col de Iseran going up through that valley. We've got the Petit Saint Bernard going up to my left here and over to Italy. We've got the ski resort of Les Arcs up here, which has seen the Tour de France finish. And also the ski resort of Le Plan down at this end and over towards Courchevel. So I'm going to drop down into Bourg and we'll start the climb. So if you need water before the climb, there's no water on the climb. This trough, eau potable, completely safe to drink, right behind the train station. 20 kilometers to the summit, average gradient 6%, doesn't tell the story. Lots of different sections on this climb. Let's try and talk you through them. So it's a super steady start to the climb, coming out of Bourg St Maurice, and you quickly cover the first couple of kilometers. It's unusual for a climb because it's normally these first few kilometers that are the steepest. Less than 3 kilometers up, you can stick it in the big ring. Downhill section, 3k's gone. Some parts of the climb are mega narrow, just space for one car to pass, and you'll see a few k's up that it really widens out. Just over 5 kilometers into the climb and we're climbing. It's about 7%. In winter, the road is closed from this point. 7 kilometers into the climb, and these picnic benches and this bend mark the start of a series of switchbacks for probably 2 or 3 kilometers. The Cormet de Roselend features on the Tour de Mont-Blanc circuit. That's a 330 kilometre, 8,000 odd metres of climbing, circumnavigation of Europe's, or Western Europe's, highest peak. If you're crazy, Tour de Mont-Blanc can be done in a day. If you're not so crazy and strong, it's 2 very tough days, or more leisurely, 3 or 4 days. I'm intending on doing a 3-day Tour de Mont-Blanc bike pack in the next couple of weeks, so watch out for that video. If you hit these hairpins right, you get a kick. So here we go, flat bit, kick, speed up, slow down. So coming around that corner, 11 k's down, 9 to go, the valley really starts to open out, and we've got this downhill section for a bit of recovery. Now this downhill section lasts for a couple of kilometres, so time to get your breath back and for another one of my stories. So the Cormet de Roselend was the first high col that I ever climbed on a bike. Also, the first mountain that I saw the Tour de France on. So we parked at the bottom of Bourg St Maurice. I was on a mountain bike at the time. I'd shoved in a road front tyre and slogged it up here. Little did I know what I was letting myself in for. So we got to the top, stunning day, watched the Tour de France. Amazing! If you are up here on a scorching hot day and you do need a coffee or a Coke, if you turn right at this junction and it's down to the tiny enclave Chapieux, Village de Glacier, where there's a couple of cafes. Chapeau to that driver, eh? Just coming up to 4 kilometres to go, and that's the view over towards Italy. This particular section has to be one of my favourite bends in the whole of the Alps. Now the camera's pointing into the sun, but it's absolutely stunning. So we're inside 3 kilometres to go and the gradient eases. We're kind of sort of 4-5-ish% here. See what I mean about the size of the road now? So it was nothing but a goat track on the lower slopes, but now proper road. If you see these buildings on the climb, it's actually a trailer and it's a mobile milking parlour. So this is the summit sign in sight, just shy of 2,000 metres height. It's super warm today. So thanks for joining me on the Cormet de Roselend. It's a stunning climb, never too steep, steady, 20 kilometres, climbing 1,120 metres to 1,968 metres above sea level. As usual, any questions you've got, please drop them in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on Cycling in the French Alps. Thanks for watching.